Asleep, is he? The ploughing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. Where's veered off dry road? Oi! The devil's after the boat! This running from! Maybe I'll just shield him.
There goes that guy. Oh my god, the coin. It's one of those things you hunt in the beginning of Witcher 3. Were those just griffins? Manticores.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Okay. Okay. Oh, they got a big ass stage. Oh shit, man. I thought this was gonna be on Zoom. They got the fucking Oh, this was like an event.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you. But first things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
I don't want to watch the whole thing, chat, like I would, but, you know, I mean, we could. I don't mind. But I'd rather just go to the gameplay. Don't skip. All right. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open-world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open-world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up.
Witcher 4 Epic
so
exclusive.
We've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
That's fucking sexy.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game.
Yeah, this
right
looks
now,
fucking insane.
Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Have they
Yeah, and to
surpassed
support
RDR2
that, we're
Dev Horse?
introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed.
RDR2 is the
And
best horse in
we also support
gaming.
root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
Oh, shit. God damn. Bro,
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle.
yes.
So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And
Nanite
in order to
foliage.
achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete
Who
rethink.
cares?
And in their place, it's a
This
new
guy just wants to
adaptive
shoot the gun. He
voxel
doesn't want to know how the gun is
representation
made.
in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri. Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you
This
can
was a
meet shady
presentation that
characters
happened
or
today.
overhear gossip from other lands.
Like 2 hours ago.
Also, where Ciri took on her current contract.
Dude, this looks...
High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can
This looks
finally
awesome.
show you some of this stuff.
It
Let's
looks
see
fake.
what Valdrest has to offer.
Nah, I believe it. It could be like, you know, it's obviously like tech demo. But I believe it. We are at this moment. I feel like gaming is at the moment that this is easily achievable.
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly
Not on
affect what happens
PS5?
around you. Sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working
I
together.
don't know. I think you're wrong. This isn't copium, bro. Chat, have we that, bro? All this insane shit coming out. Say what you fucking Unreal Engine. It's annoying to constantly talk about, but they are pushing the fucking limit so hard in the way the magicians fucking cast their goddamn magic. Like, we've literally seen how much shit they keep fucking pushing here as to how many advances they're making. Like, this is totally achievable now. It was unheard
Look at
of,
this
but like
cool
now I
gentleman
believe it.
Being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
This level of detail with like the right fucking people working on the game is 1000% achievable.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, with Churess. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresh.
I'm assuming it's metahumans.
Comes. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Brexit's finest.
I think
And
that's the
there
other
is
thing.
tons of tech.
We've played games where like devs have used metahuman for their NPCs, but it still takes a really good developer using it to properly use that tool. So the implementation needs to be on
Metahuman
point.
tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth.
We've
and
seen
more.
the range of
Yeah,
shittiness
and
with it
all
with
of this
UE5
exists to
slop.
make sure that the gap in quality
this
between
level.
Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd, though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. And that's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Did they say Cyberpunk 2 is on
We are
Unreal?
making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Okay.
Onward, Kelby. With what?
Damn. That's crazy shit, man.
Thanks, guys. Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Wait, is that the end, or is there more shit? Thank you guys for saying literally more end, keeping me in a confusing state.
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando. I spent a lot of time on this demo, So I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds. We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect. So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5, it supported static geometry. Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one
I've been in every forest in every game.
3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of geometry. So we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed Nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest.
God,
they are
tree
instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different ways. And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU.
God damn.
Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here. Lots of details. But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close.
I fucking love trees in video games.
Back, they're barely a pixel. Nanite foliage is almost done. We are
Everybody is winning when they're
fucking
improving.
And it will be available
making shit
for
more
everyone
detailed.
in 5.7. Another thing I would like to share is that
awesome.
ray tracing and lumen now run more than twice as fast, with no visual trade-off.
It's like trying to get to the atomic level.
And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles. And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously, so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more.
Just go outside. I know.
Now let's talk about chaos physics. For chaos cloth, we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint.
It's funny you say that. That's the thing. That's the struggle of being an introvert. You want to be outside in the forest, but you chase the highest peak of indoor to feel what you would outside inside. So these fucking wizards are trying to capture that fucking feeling in your fucking monitor.
Removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting.
And I'm down with it. Because this is the
Even
peak
for
of fucking tree
setups
tech.
like Series Cape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flesh, we introduce procedural muscle activations to make deformation and motion more natural.
Are these guys actually going to top
Your
RDR2's
artists will
horse?
still have control over tetrahedral simulation and train ML models that run fast in real time.
What the fuck, man?
We now support the baking of fluid surface data into lightweight assets to be played back at low cost. This is going to give you high-fidelity water
dev?
without the performance cost of real-time fluid simulation. For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Siri and Kelpie match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle of approach. That's our Modes character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic. Also, we now have a secondary layer of animation driven by physics in Control Rig. We used it in Kelpie's rig to drive the mane, the tail, and the saddlebacks. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel off the game thread, which was our bottleneck. And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like movement, avoidance, state tree behaviors, we also move them to worker threads. This is really going to help you create scenes that are crowded and lively.
You know, it's going to be very interesting because this tech and this push for Witcher seems insane. But say what you will, but Witcher 3 combat or Witcher combat is okay. It can be so much better because of the type of swordplay we've all experienced. So, like, from everything here, they're popping the fuck off. You know? Like, even the way they're showing how they can, like, naturally animate and not make it so stiff, like, when she fucking goes over a fence, you know? They're trying to, like, make it so it's more, you're like, free and fluid. So it's like, I hope whoever the fucking combat dev is pops the fuck off with how insane they're pushing the tech available. Because Witcher 3 combat's okay. It was okay. Same with Cyberpunk. They're RPGs at the end of the day, so the combat is... Cyberpunk's combat has taken a fuck ton of patches, and now it's insane, I guess, at some level. You know what I'm saying? But Witcher 3, you still have to mod it to get to a better level. So it'll be interesting if they somehow bridge the gap here. Because it looks like they got all the fucking goods to do it.
Streaming has always been a big deal regarding performance. And the three biggest improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async, improve runtime PCG for ground scatter on GPU, and a new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry. And just to take a different example,
what the fuck?
In City Sample, the streaming time was cut down by 90% while moving at high speed.
Oh, is this
We
that,
focus on
that
a
city
lot
they
of areas
launched?
for performance in 5.6. And mobile is no exception. We work on better defaults and scalability settings
Witcher
for
4 on the
mobile
phone, confirmed.
and minimize the default package size. We also improve our workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser, an on-device iteration workflow, and a mobile preview solution. So there you go. Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's available
there
today.
It is.
Please go enjoy the tech talks and session we have for you guys and come chat with us. And now, please welcome Chris from the MetaHuman team. Thank you, everyone.
MetaHumans. They're upgrading this shit too?
Thank you, Julian. MetaHumans may only be a few years old, but we are seeing them everywhere, powering everything from games and AI agents to film, television, cultural heritage, and more. What you've seen so far is just the beginning. The creativity and innovation
Wait, what
coming
the
from the
fuck,
community.
bro? That shit was MetaHuman? Really? Even those trailers, that was really... I didn't, I mean, that makes sense, actually. These are all UE games, actually. That does make sense, actually. That does make sense. I'm just kind of like, wait, DS2, though? I thought DS2 was Death Stranding 2? Isn't that, Decima?
Thanks, Chris. For those that don't know me, I'm a cinematographer and Unreal Engine developer. I worked on Epic's first in-camera VFX demo, the one with the motorcycle surrounded by LED walls. It was pretty cool. I'm also the creator of CineTracer, a previous tool used by filmmakers worldwide. I've been using MetaHumans in my work since the alpha, and recently I've gotten
its
some
own
hands-on
app you
time
can
with some
use
of the new
outside of UE?
features
Oh,
coming in
wow.
Unreal Engine 5.6. MetaHuman Creator is a fast and intuitive web-based application used for creating digital characters. And now, with the 5.6 release, all of that power is available directly in the editor. That's right, MetaHuman Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine. I think it's pretty cool, too. You can create and work with metahumans directly in your project, keeping everything connected and in context. And with the new character assemblies, metahumans are built locally, making it even easier to integrate them directly into your pipeline.
MetaHuman Creator is one of Unreal's first cloud-enhanced tools. It means you work locally, but for heavy lifting, tasks like generating high-quality textures or building our complex face and body rigs, we leverage MetaHuman Cloud services, which deliver high-fidelity results without ever leaving the editor. And in 5.6, local assembly reduces the average MetaHuman export time from 15 to 20 minutes down to 2 or 3. The team tackled all this while dramatically expanding the core representation model and significantly improving visual fidelity. Basically, you can make even more diverse characters. They all look better. It's freaking fast, and it is in Unreal Editor on your local machine.
And while those are all major improvements, we're just starting to scratch the surface here. Metahumans have always had amazing facial customization, and now Epic is bringing that same level of control and realism to the entire body. In UE 5.6, metahumans get a major upgrade with the new parametric body system, letting you blend between different presets.
None of these look like characters, bro. He's just messing with the sliders,
like height, inseam, shoulder width, and even muscle
still need
mass.
a sculptor.
And here's the best part: as the body changes, so does the clothing. The new Unreal Outfit asset automatically adapts garments to the character's body, all in real time, no matter the proportions. As someone who's built these kind of assets before, I can tell you this used to mean manually creating and managing every body variation. The new system does give you the flexibility to create different sizes, and if you do, it will pick the closest match and fit that to the character for you. It makes building a wide array of production-ready characters faster and a whole lot more scalable.
Yeah. I'm super excited to see what people do with the new outfit system. And that actually brings us to our next announcement.
I know, right?
Starting today, metahumans and their accessories are available on Fab, Epic's one-stop shop for digital assets.
If I had actual fucking talent, I'd look at that and be like, oh, fuck. And then start sculpting different metahumans, put that shit in a portfolio. Next thing you know, you're working at fucking CD Projekt Red. Anybody can use the program, but you gotta know how to fucking sculpt, brah.
This is the new MetaHuman channel.
Lazy ass streamer. Buddy, I am on the clock right now, you lazy ass chatter. What are you doing?
I'm going to shift gears for a minute. Matt, do you remember when we unveiled MetaHuman Animator?
You're in the perfect position on your chair to start
myself
the journey.
#1 fan, and I'm also guilty for being eternally online. So, of course, I saw that demo, and of course, absolutely loved it.
Some of my industry friends, they thought it was sorcery. We went from capture to final results in a couple minutes, and it made high-quality facial animation accessible to everyone. Well, today, we are taking it to the next level with a focus on real-time animation. We scoured the galaxy to find the best talent to demo these tools, and I think Matt has found just the right character for the job.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think I cooked here. This guy is a true professional, tons of experience, and he's even going to be joining us via live telecast from space, outer space. Let's go ahead and connect.
Oh my god. Chat, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this whole thing. It was mainly the Witcher thing to see.
Hey, Blue!
Dude, Matt! This is amazing! I'm making nachos in my nuclear-powered air fryer. Anyway, I was about to munch on this before the keynote. What's up?
What's up is that this is the keynote. We're live streaming to Unreal Fest right now. Dude, you're live.
Oh yeah, look at that. You people in your time zones. Hey, Chatterbox, can you turn it down? Like way, way down. I'm about to do a keynote.
Bro just made the new Avatar movie.
What's up, Unreal friends? So get this, for the first time ever, you're seeing me live in real time. This isn't pre-recorded, it's not baked. You're seeing everything as it's happening. Woo! And it's all thanks to MetaHuman Animator. Just check out my alter ego, Corey. He's down there on stage.
Chat, is there
with
anything
you
else?
guys.
I mean, we could watch more. I don't watch the rest, unless they show anything else. We chilling here? New VTuber model? Nah, fuck this shit. All right, they showed MetaHuman. I mean, yeah, bro, the tech is fucking crazy. I believe it. I believe it. 1000%. Shit is gonna get more and more streamlined. I believe it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I believe it. Yes, indeed. I see it. Yes. Watch the AI Vader. Oh yeah, bro, Fortnite.